Welcome to Woodfire and Charcoal. Today's video we're doing spatchcock chicken, and to start with we want to get the oven up to temperature, and we want the floor of the oven to be around 350 degrees Celsius or 660 degrees Fahrenheit. With the oven warming up, we get the chicken ready, we butterfly the chicken, add the vegetables, thyme and olive oil and a glass of white wine. And once that's all finished and ready to go in the oven, we add 2 layers of foil to the top of the chicken. And we slide that into the oven as far away from the flame as possible. Now the cooking time for the chicken is going to be around 25 minutes, and around halfway through that time we want to actually turn that chicken around. That way the heat source from the fire is cooking evenly on both sides of the pan. So turn that around, pop that back into the oven and let that finish off. Once you've taken the chicken out of the oven and removed the foil, pop the chicken back into the oven without the foil covering until it's golden brown. So that'll take probably around 10 minutes or so, just keep an eye on it. And in the meantime, you'll notice we've also now added our potatoes onto a cast iron plate with a little bit of rosemary on top as well. The potatoes are going to take a little while, and just move them in and out of the oven to position them to get the cooking process going. But once that chicken's golden brown, we want to pull that out of the oven. And once it's out of the oven, I've prepared a warm tray for it to sit in, just so that we can get the vegetables completed. So we want to lift that chicken out carefully and pop that into the tray. As you can see, nice and warm, ready, and cover that so that it can rest. So while the chicken's resting, we take the juices and we pop them back into the oven, and we want to reduce that right down so that we've got some nice crunchy golden brown bits on the bottom of the pan. Now it's time to deglaze the pan. So we want to take a glass of wine to start with, and we're going to move those vegetables around just to loosen them up, to squash them down and squeeze the juices out of them as much as we can. Take our time doing this. Now once we're ready, we're going to grab some chicken stock, pour that into the pan. And once that's in the pan, we're just going to let that settle and get that back into the oven. And we want to reduce that by about 50%. Once that's all reduced down to by about 50%, we want to take the tray back out of the oven, get the vegetables down to the end, and then we're going to pour the liquid juices that are left over through a strainer and into a saucepan. Once that's done, we can place the saucepan just by the door of the oven just to keep it warm while we finish off and make the rest of the vegetables. With the vegetables well underway, you can see them there in the oven. We want to just take out the gravy once we're ready to serve and pour that into a nice gravy jug. For this cook, we decided to go with corn ribs, asparagus and brocolini plus our rosemary potatoes, serving them in the cast iron dish that we cooked them in, adding a little bit of gravy, and there you have our spatchcock chicken. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe, and click the little bell icon if you want to be notified the next time one of our cooks goes live on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time on Woodfire and Charcoal.